When I arrived in Florida as part of a jump team, we were tasked with moving further south towards the Keys in order to set up a shelter for some displaced residents. When we found a location that was suitable for a shelter, it was in Isla Morada. And at the time, people weren't able to move further south because their homes were pretty destroyed. One of the folks that were out there was a husband, a wife, and a little boy named Israel. Israel's about 4 or 5 years old, and his mom and dad had gone in the shelter to register, and he was not having anything to do with it. Didn't want to come through the doors. Said, I'm not going in there. I'll live in the rain. I don't care if I have a roof. He was pretty devastated. He'd gone through quite a bit with the storm. And it was pretty darn clear that what Israel needed was a friend. And I walked over and had asked him if he knew how to color. And he says, oh yeah, I'm a great colorer. I'm one of the best colorers. And I said, are you sure? I want to see you color. I've got some coloring books. Let's go see how your coloring is. And I was able to get him inside the shelter, and we walked over and we started coloring. After 2 or 3 days, it was time for him to move further south because they had opened up the travel restrictions on the Keys so they could move towards their home and start assessing damages and doing cleanouts. Israel, the shelter was in a gymnasium, and Israel literally from one end of the shelter just threw his arms wide open and started running at me and saying, just at the top of his lungs, I'm going to miss you, and gave me the biggest bear hug you could possibly imagine. And he just kept saying, I'm going to miss you, I'm going to miss you. Sorry.
Oh, I miss him.
I told him I'd never forget him. And that experience, it's why we do what we do. He was able to have a friend in a scary place, and we took away the scariness.
All you are going to be in our heart forever.